Okay, so we're going to go through lesson 13 here. We're skipping right past lesson 12. RGB colors and classes. This lesson covers classes and custom colors. The class first learns how to specify custom colors using RGB, red, green, and blue values, and we'll apply those colors to some other stuff. Don't worry about all that. So our new code is RGB. We use this code to create custom colors. So instead of just saying blue, you can actually give a value for how much red, how much green, and how much blue you want in your image. We're going to be working on a worksheet. So you'll have a piece of paper that looks something like this. That you'll be writing on. It actually is this paper right here, same as this page. And it tells you the instructions line up with the code.org assignment. So RGB colors, all colors, whether they have names or not, can be described by the level of red, green, and blue, how much red, green, and blue light it takes to make them. This is called an RGB value. RGB short for red, green, blue. So bubble 2, color matching. What is all this? What does this mean? Well, bubble 2, let's go to code.org and go to, let's say continue, and go to continue. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry up. A little faster now. Wow. All right. Nice and slow, just the way it always is. Let's view as student. Make sure I'm seeing the same thing you guys are. All right. So this bubble 2 corresponds to this part of the assignment. What you have to do is you have to match, and you're going to literally draw lines on the paper matching these values to these colors here. These colors here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they correspond to the colors here. Hit run. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what you have to do is create each of these values and see which one it ends up being. So let's do this first one. Red at 216. So we take red and go to 216. So this changes how much red is in our image. Come on. Wow, that thing is annoying. Well, it's close enough. Green at 191. If you're within like 1 point, it shouldn't make a huge difference. So my red being off by like 1 point here is okay. And then blue done at 216. So we can already kind of see what's going to happen here. This is matching the color for number 4, which means that A must be, on our sheet, it must be number 4, thistle, violet. So what I'm going to do on this paper is literally draw a line. Let me pull up my editor here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Where's my Screencastify editor? Come on. Oh, great. It's not going to show me. Wonderful. All right, well, I'll just do it on this paper. So we're drawing a line from A to 4. Just like this. And you're going to do that for each one. So I'll do one more with you. Try to do this one before I do it. But red, 255. So red's all the way up. Green at 239. 239. And blue at 213. You can already kind of see where this one's going. And if we look at that, we can see it's going to end up matching number 1 here. So for B, on my paper, I'm going to draw a line from number 1 to B, like that. Okay, so that's part 2. Make sure you complete the rest of those. There's 3 more to match on there. So you need to match C, D, and E. And then that's the end of number 2. So I'm going to move on to the next part of the assignment. So I'm going to hit finish. It's going to ask, am I sure? I do. Want to continue? Continue. So let's do this. All right, number 3. So here on the paper, we can see number 3, bubbles 3 through 5 are seasonal colors. So we're choosing the red, green, and blue levels for our seasonal colors and then writing the CSS code that makes them on the web page. So what that's going to look like here, oh, that says for teachers only. We don't want you to be able to see that. Let's do student view again. So in the next few levels, you'll be finding seasonal colors for our website. So I want to find a winter blue. So what they're doing here is giving you the color that you need to find. So we're going to hit run. And what you actually have to do is explore by moving the dials around. Explore to figure out which one is going to get us winter blue. So time check, 9:06, okay. So winter blue. So I'm going to try full blue, and then let's do a little bit less green and a little bit less red. Now, see, I'm already getting pretty close. Little less red, little less red. Oh, let's get into too much in that direction. Maybe move the green around a little bit. There we go. So that looks like it just about matches. It may not be exact, and it doesn't have to be exact. As long as it's pretty close, that's good enough for what we're doing here. So on the sheet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in for winter. I'm going to fill in my red, green, and blue values, which I'll do on my paper here. So if red is at 181, green is at 224, and blue is at 255. All right, so we'll get to the CSS code thing, I think, later in this activity. So hit next, finish. Yada, yada, yada. Come on now. Finish. All right, well, I'm just going to force it to move on. It's not letting me move on. My internet's being slow. So how's it going? Having a good day? Learning a lot? There we go. Continue. I wish I could edit these videos to chop out all this loading time that we are just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Not a lot I can do here. I'm going to hit pause, wait for it to load.